G'day crew, and welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Today I wanted to chat to you about a little connection I made between surfing and business, and a strong parallel that I see between the two. I was recently in Indonesia, surfing in the Mentawai Islands for 2 weeks at the end of August. Had a great time, awesome waves, good crew of people. And a few of us were having a chat about the order or lack thereof in the lineup, both where we were surfing at HTs and back at home at our local trig point, and how there's often a lack of understanding of what and how and where people sit in the pecking order of a surf lineup, right? What behaviour's rude, what's unacceptable, who deserves respect. And for those that have been surfing a break for a long time, it's easy. We learn it through trial and error. We get thrown in the deep end, you watch what's going on, and you very quickly figure out where you sit in that lineup, right? By watching and engaging over time, right? Every now and then, you cop a little bit of a spray and a bit of intimidation to put you in your place, right? And you either sink or swim, right? And trust me, there are unwritten rules and undocumented structure at any break or any lineup. But because it's unwritten, there is limited induction or performance management, right? Other than a bit of this or a bit of this chirping that goes on, right? And often, no boundaries have been imposed, right, in surf lineups, right? They're often places of disorder, frustration, and sometimes intimidation. If you think everyone's singing Kumbaya when they go surfing, right, and throwing shuckers, you're still stuck in a 60s Elvis movie, right? It ain't like that often. There's limited waves, people have limited time, and they want to make the most of it, and it's a highly competitive environment, right? So, what's this got to do with business? Well, the reason for all the angst and frustration and annoyance at a lot of surf breaks is there's no clearly stated structure, right? You have a clear hierarchical structure creates order and clarity and reduces misunderstanding. People know what is acceptable and what is not. Reporting lines and authority, right? Who's responsible for what? When this is clear, people tend to play by the rules. You know, they say kids love boundaries. Well, guess what? So do most adults, okay? So in your business, it is actually much easier than at a surf break. No one owns the break, right? There's usually no one to go to be inducted by or ask for clarification. Although if you see some of the really good surfers, they're most probably the guys to have a chat to, right? It's sink or swim, as I said before. And in some breaks around the world, you learn through some heavy enforcers physically enforcing the structure, right? Now in your business, you're the owner. You have legitimate authority to put these things in place, right? In fact, it is your duty, right? And your business will benefit from having and implementing a clear structure and clear rules of engagement. A clear structure ensures the following, okay? Firstly, there's a clear delegation of responsibility for different functions in your business. People know who has been delegated with responsibility and who they need to discuss issues and opportunities with. It makes it easy for new and existing people to play within the existing reporting structure and guidelines. Secondly, you've got the ability to drive accountability, but because you've clearly explained who is responsible for what and what is expected of them. Because clear responsibilities have been spelt out, there is no wriggle room for people to say, oh, I didn't know it was my responsibility, or I thought so-and-so was doing it, right? Oh, that was there, no, I'm doing it, you're doing it, right? Very clear, very structured, we can make people accountable. And thirdly, it creates reporting and communication lines to be able to communicate and respond to issues or initiatives throughout the business. So don't run your business like a surf break. put in place a clear structure that will make it much easier to avoid angst and frustration amongst your team and drive a more cohesive and enjoyable workplace and ultimately a more profitable business. That's it for me today. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Happy days.
Soundstripe.